Okay, we're going to get tuned in here. If everybody can hear me okay, just throw a message up in the box there. You can see me, the little box in your right-hand corner of your screen. I also have this streaming live in our YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, check out the YouTube channel and see how that's working. I'm going to go over there right now. Matter of fact, it's running live right now as we speak. So that's pretty awesome. Watch live in YouTube. Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Have a lot of people checking in right here at the last second, so we're gonna give it just 1 minute. I don't want anybody to miss anything tonight. Everybody's been asking when we getting back on sales training. When are we going to get back on sales training? Well, we are on sales training tonight, so I'm going to give it about another minute here, and we'll get rocking and rolling. But it's sure good to see everybody checking in. A lot of people chatting tonight. It's good to see everybody. Man, we've got people from Australia, Great Britain, UK, all over the world. It's great to see everybody. Ashburn, Richardson, Texas. Okay, we're going to give it about 1 more minute. Let everybody finish checking in here. Turn them on in case they have a question and or an answer. That's awesome, Mike. It's always good to hear. Okay, we're going to start rolling along here. It's we got a lot of people checking in, but that's okay. We're going to keep things rolling, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our little housekeeping here. I'm going to shut a couple of windows down. Look, everything's looking good. If you just checked in, I'm also streaming live on Facebook in our Facebook group. You can go over and check that out. It should be streaming live, and I'm anxious to see how that works. If that works, we're going to stream live there also. But I can see it changing as I speak, so that's a good thing. And it's great to see everyone. Great to have everyone. If you have not joined our YouTube channel, join our YouTube channel at youtube.com/InstantAppWizard. youtube.com/InstantAppWizard. And like us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/InstantAppWizard. Also, if you've not signed up for texting, I know many of you have, and many of you haven't. So sign up for our texting. That way you get a text reminder to come on to training, and it's at 727-478-1343. Text app call, APPCALL. If you have not joined our Facebook group, join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard. I have a lot of people email me, say, hey, how do I get into Facebook? You've got to have a Facebook page in order to join a group. So set up your personal page and set our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard. It's a great place to be, a lot of great help in there, and a lot of good people that will come in and help you and help you learn and adopt and adapt, and it's just a great place to be. So join that group, and it's the biggest family I've ever been a part of, and it's a great, great, great opportunity for you to learn. Tonight we're going to go back to sales, our sales training. I've been emailed and messaged and everything else. Carrie, when are you going to get back on sales training? We got off for a couple of weeks. We was there with Jack Hopman for a week, and then we did the viral texting package for a week, and we're going to get right back into sales. We've got a few more weeks of this to go. I do have some other things that I'm wanting to train on, and so we're going to start mixing it up a little bit. Maybe I'll go a week of sales and then a week of the program. I want to start teaching you and showing you the different revenue streams in the platform. In 6 days, the mobile business card or digital business card, whichever you choose to call it, is 2 years old. I developed it 2 years ago on the 30th of June. And since then, many, many, many people have taken that concept and changed their business. And so what I want to do is I want to kind of go back to that. Many of you use it, many of you don't. Some of you that are struggling and trying to find your way and get where you want to go and launch your business, I can promise you, without question, that the digital business card is the place to start if you are struggling selling mobile apps. It's a concept in which it takes the mobile app aura out of the picture because everyone understands a business card. And I'm actually getting ready. One of our, it's funny. and I've been thinking about this hard. And sometimes we get so fancy with these apps and so wrapped up in what they look like, we forget that really we can sell anything. You're good enough to sell anything that's out there, and you could sell anything. How many of you, and I'm going to ask this question, and I want you to just roll through, and I know we're about a minute and a half behind. How many of you, the first time you bought business cards, just bought the old black and white business card because that's what you could afford? That was the cheapest. That was the least expensive on the street. And you could sit there and you could go out and get 1,000 of them for just a few dollars. They were inexpensive to print. That's why they cost so little. But it gave everybody a business card. How many of you, when you first started in business, you didn't have a fancy business card. You just had the simple black and white, throw it together business card? And just type yes or no in the box there, and it'll start popping up. But I want to start looking at that concept. And I want to teach, even in the 2.0 system, how simple it would be to build a simple black and white, simple business card that you could go out and sell for anywhere from 49 bucks to 89 bucks. Takes you less than 5 minutes to build. Literally, you can get the whole thing built in about 5 minutes and go out and sell them like hotcakes. And you say, well, Kerry, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would I want to go out and sell something like that? And everybody else is putting out these good-looking apps and all that stuff. I can tell you, I know for a fact that apps are being built that doesn't even use the color system. You know, when you go in and build a one-point app and it's basically just yellow and white, and there's no color on it, and you can put the header up at top, and you just type it in, and it's there. What if I told you that I know for a fact that we've got someone that is selling apps that look exactly like that, and making money? You know, sometimes it's not how pretty it is, it's the concept that sells. And so we're going to get into that, and I'm going to start teaching that again, and we're going to start from the beginning. And then I want to start teaching you, and I want you to change your mindset about the money you make, okay? And the way you make it and how you make it and the different revenue streams that are in this great system we call Instant App Wizard. And there's so many that it's I was counting the other day, and I was thinking of all the different ways I can start making money with this app. From giving it away for free, creating a huge buzz around it, bringing in more business than I could probably handle. And I actually taught this 3 years ago when I first started training about mobile apps. And we're going to start going back to the basics, because sometimes what happens is we lose focus and we get all the air around us, and we see all the stuff that these guys that have been in this business for 2 or 3 years, and we say, gosh, if I don't build an app that looks like that, I'm not going to be able to sell, because look what these guys are putting out. So I'm going to take it down as simple as a black and white digital business card with a typed in header and show you how to go out and start selling that. And you can go out and start selling it, and you can start making money tomorrow, and how to build on that concept. And then as you get better, you start doing better, and you start creating different things, and you start learning. But as the old saying goes, you've got to learn to crawl before you learn to walk. And we get so wrapped up in wanting to be the best on the block that we forget that no matter what we put out, it's still the best on the block, because nobody can do what you can do. Nobody has the talent, no matter how small or how great your talent is as far as designing these apps. No one has the talent to do what you do. But more importantly, let me tell you what nobody else has. And you're going to say, Kerry, this is crazy. I can't even believe you're saying this. Nobody's got the want to. How many of you have ever heard that, the want to? Has anybody ever heard of the want to? I can tell you, most people don't have the want to. And that's what sets you apart from everyone else. There are people who are struggling today in business who could be on this call, okay? But they didn't have the want to. They would rather wait till tomorrow or the next day or next week to watch the replay. Well, if you have the want to, then you do everything you can to make it happen to, so that you can go out and make a sale or two. Okay? So I commend each and every one of you that come to this training, and there's a ton of you that do. And for those who come home from work, and I watch you, I keep this on throughout the night, and I watch the people that come on as soon as training is over, as they come home from work. And tonight they watch the training, and 200 or 300 people will watch this training tonight. You're the ones I'm talking about. You have the want to. And you don't let others break you down and tear you down and break you up and throw you out and say, oh, it's never going to work. Why? Because you want to make it happen. I read a very interesting 115-page ebook yesterday, and I've been thinking about every word that was in it. You know what happens to us? We get wrapped up in people of negativity who tell us we can't. We start believing that. And when we start believing that, we start thinking, oh no, this isn't going to work because they said it's not going to work. We can't sell mobile apps because my friend said nobody wants a mobile app. We can't go out and sell because I've never sold and my friends tell me, you know what you need to do? You don't need to replace your business. You need to replace your friends. Because people who want to drag you down where they are not your friends. Oh yeah, they like to give you great information and they want to tell you everything about what you're doing. And you know what they're doing? They're sitting at the house watching TV and can't make their electric bill next month. They're sitting at the house watching television and don't know if they're going to make their car payment tomorrow. They're sitting at the house watching television and their bank account is dry because they don't want to do anything. And so what they want to do is they want to drag everybody else around them down to their level. Don't let that happen. And I'm going to show you, and we're going to start next week, and I'm going to start breaking trainings up a little bit. We're going to do sales training, and then I'm going to do give you the products that you're going to sell. So because we're starting to kind of wind down the sales training a little bit, and we're going to start putting this all together to give you products to go out and start making money. How many of you want to make money? Is there anybody on this call right now that wants to make money? I mean, anybody at all? Is there anybody here that would like to make, an extra $3,000 a month? Well, I'm going to teach you how to do that. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm launching a online TV channel, and it's going to have 3 different channels on it. And that's coming up very soon. It's carriedmiller.tv. I put a ton of work into it and working with some software developers, getting the software together right now. And we're going to have training for you on there also, okay? It's going to be open to the public, but there is going to be a lot of training for you on there also. So can everybody hear me okay? Everybody hearing me? Everybody fine? Okay, everybody say, yep. Okay, awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll. We're going to roll right into this training. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank you for showing up every single Wednesday, and I want to thank you for your want to. Unit of conviction and using the bridges to put the whole sales package together. Now we're going to talk about unit of conviction to help the prospect justify in buying your proposal, your product, okay? Your product. You're not just walking in there with a pair of shoes to sell. You're not just walking in there with something that they don't need. You already know that they need it, okay? Why do you know they need it? Because you've been talking to businesses in the area and everybody needs it. We know everyone has to go mobile. Why? Because Bing and Google both say you are going to go mobile or we're not even going to mess with you anymore. Okay? So you have to go in and you've got to get these units of conviction to help the prospect justify buying your proposal. A unit of conviction is made up of a supportive claim, a fact, a benefit package, and the buyer's emotional benefit all tied together with verbal bridges. You have to, and I've said this from day one, and you have to hit on this and you have to understand it. If you don't get anything out of this training that I've been doing for the last several weeks, is you've got to understand the buyer's dominant buying motive. You've got to know that one trigger that can actually turn him on to say, absolutely, this is what I need. Whether you believe it or not, you are in sales. Okay. You know what amazes me is I look in, you watch in Facebook, and how many of you see those posts and it says, you don't have to do nothing. You can make $500 a week and sit on your butt and do all this stuff and ask for more info. And, and sure enough, what does everybody do? They say, oh, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to sit at home and do absolutely nothing, and somebody's going to pay me for it. I'm going to tell you right now, that's the biggest bunch of crap. And if anybody falls for that crap, I got a bridge to sell you, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, I don't care what you do. You have to do something to make it happen to generate income. It's just the way it is. There's nothing that's going to change that. So that unit of conviction is made up of the supportive claim, a fact, and a benefit package, and the buyer's emotional benefit, all tied together with verbal bridges. And we're going to talk about the bridges. What's a supportive claim? The supportive claim starts with you will, okay? So now you're telling them they will get this, or you can get this, followed by attainment of the want or need, okay? For example, John, you will grow your business. Or John, you can increase your revenue. They're both supportive claims that will be expounded on, okay? You've got the information. Remember, we've been doing our homework. We've been talking to this person. We're about 20 or 30 minutes into the sales process. We know what their want and their need and what their dominant buying motive is. We know what their problems are. We know what their issues are. We've got exactly what they need to fix the problem, to get it exactly where their business needs to be. We've got the marketing platform, which is second to none. We've got awesome mobile apps that we can bring in, and we're going to give them coupons. We're going to give them a viral text opportunity to send it out to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And we're going to give them everything they need. So you will grow your business, Jim. And Jim, you can increase your revenue. Both supportive claims. When possible, the supportive claim should be built on the what? On the want. Jim, what is it you want? I really want more business, Carrie. What do you feel you're going to need to get that business? I need an advertising package. I need a way to reach out to my clients. And Jim, once you have that customer base and the way to reach out to your clients, how's that going to make you feel? It's going to make me feel like I've conquered the world because I know my business is going in the direction I want it to go. So you should be built on the want. If the prospect has his or her want, the need becomes immaterial. Immaterial. Because you're going to give them what they need. Okay? You will give them what they need in order to get what they want. I lost my mouse here. There it is. Yep, lost it again. What's a bridge? Somebody asked a while ago, what's a verbal bridge? And now I'm going to tell you. So listen up. What's a bridge? A bridge is like because. Okay? A bridge is something that takes you from one step of the sale to the other with a continual flow, okay, with a continual flow of the conversation. It's just like going from a piece of land over a body of water to the next land. If you did not have that verbal bridge, if you didn't have that bridge, what would happen? You're going to fall in the water and you're going to sink, okay? So you have to be able to smoothly take one part of the sale to the next. This step of conviction is used to state a short fact that will be further explained in the benefits package. For example, the mobile app is a great place to start, or the marketing platform can reach all of your customers with the click of a button. Could be used for facts. Those are simple stated facts. And let me tell you, don't go in trying to BS your way through a sale. If an app can't do something, don't tell them maybe. Don't tell them might. Don't tell them let me see. Sell what you know. Because this is what a customer hears when you throw something up there that you're not sure of. Hey, Carrie, can this app do XYZ? Well, I'm not sure, but let me check on it. Now, when I take that app back to that customer, and he said, Carrie, can this app do XYZ? And I said, I don't know, let me check it. You know what he heard? Absolutely, I can do anything. He didn't hear let me check on it because you did not tell him no, or you did not sell him away from it. See, you're not selling facts. You're selling hope. You're selling a maybe. Maybe does not make you money. Maybes will break you and lose you customers. Go in and sell what you have. And I've said this 1,000 times, and I know we got a lot of new people on here. So listen what I'm fixing to tell you. Get away from all the third-party crap. Quit trying to add all the third-party crap to the apps and sell what you have. Did you know I sell 0 third-party add-ons, and I've sold several hundred apps? Hundreds. I've never added 1 third-party add-on to any app I've ever done. I never sell it. I never think about it. I never look at it. I don't put it as a part of my package. Now, I sell Facebook, and I sell Instagram, and I sell Twitter because Facebook and Twitter is a part of the marketing package. But I don't sell any third-party crap that I'm going to try to link into the app, or I'm not going to sell them something that's not a fact. If it's not a fact and you open your mouth, you're going to wind up losing that sale. That's a fact because they're looking for you as the technical expert. Number one, probably nobody on here, including myself, maybe 1 or 2 of you, are not programmers. But I can promise you this, you're not programming this program. What you're doing is filling in boxes and blanks, and you're pushing a button, and it's creating the product through the program that Mark created. He's the programmer, okay? So unless you can go in and physically program it to change and do what you want it to do, it's not a fact. So sell facts, not fiction. The bridge, which means to you, the benefits package. You're selling them the benefits package. This is the real meat of the presentation, okay? You have got to give enough information to prove your supportive claim. Usually narrowing down the benefits to 4 or 5 main ideas will be most effective. Do not confuse the person that you're selling to. Do not confuse the person that you're selling to. If you start throwing out a bunch of stuff, he's already confused to begin with. Excuse me, had to get a drink. He's already confused to begin with. You've got this new technology in front of him. You're asking for $200 or $300 up front. You're asking for $49 to $50 a month. And you just sold him this unbelievable marketing platform that he knows nothing about, that you're going to have to train him on. Keep it simple. Extremely simple. Because if you don't, you're going to create confusion. And you know what confusion does? It loses sales. A confused customer will not buy. A confused customer will not write you a check. Make sure when you walk in with your benefits package, and the benefits of this program are very simple. Our marketing platform does what? Our marketing platform creates a viral effect, sending out coupons, sending out text messages, sending out emails, posting on Facebook and posting on Twitter in order to bring customers back in, which is what that person is looking for to do anyway. So the benefit of the marketing platform is what? One simple thing: to bring customers immediately back into your store at the click of a button. It doesn't get much simpler than that. What's the benefit of the app? The benefit of the app is to disseminate information rapidly, okay? Some of the benefits are click to call so that they don't have to dig through their phone book, okay? What a great benefit that is, Mr. Buyer, that your phone number is right at the top of this app. All they have to do is click it when it's open, and they're going to call you. Not only that, Mr. Buyer, guess what? If they're real busy right now, they don't have a chance to call, they can email you right straight from the app. One of the other great benefits, Mr. Buyer, is that this app will bring them directly to your storefront. So I've already gave you 4 great benefits. The marketing platform, which brings customers back into your place of business. The click to call, which gets them in contact with you immediately. The email, because they're too busy right now, but they have time to type you a quick message and ask you a question. And or the directions right to your doorstep. What other benefits does anyone need than that? What is the man's want or the woman's want? What is your buyer's want? Your buyer wants more customers. I can promise you, nobody buys an app just to say, I've got an app. They want to buy that app because of the benefits of that app, which brings people back into their business. That's what they're buying the app for. So keep it to 4 or 5 things. And I just gave you several things that you can sit there and wrap your head around. You don't even have to think about it. Okay. Just think about going out and selling the app. This is your benefits package. This is the benefits to your client. And I can promise you, you can make those benefits fit any situation that you want without question. Without question. Okay. You want to give enough information to help the prospects justify buying, but not so much that you overwhelm them. Make sure each of the benefits that you expound on relates to the prospect's want or need that you have used in the supportive claim. Don't sell to something he doesn't want. You're not going to make the deal. If I need a set of tires for my car and they're bald, okay, and I know I've probably got about another 1,000 miles left on them, and I walk in there and I say, hey, I need 4 new tires, and the guy starts selling me a set of brakes, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to walk out and go find somebody that can give me 4 tires. If a client is wanting customers, okay, if a client is wanting customers, don't go in there and show him how he can advertise all the events in his store. He's not concerned about events right now. He's concerned about one thing. What can I do today? Because I've already got the product in place to reach out and start building a customer base from this app that I can market to, okay, and bring them back in immediately. What is it I can do and how can I do it? I can tell you right now. The marketing platform and coupons. Coupons is the hottest mobile commodity right now there is. And guess what you can teach them when they come in and sign up on that list? You can teach every one of his customers how to go in and share that app via the viral app feature. How many of you do this? And go ahead and answer, and I'll see it come across in just a second. How many of you walk in and teach the point of sale clerks how to share the app and how to build your list? How many of you do that now? How many of you are actually going in and educating not only the owner, but everyone in that store how to build the list and how to bring more customers in? Let me tell you something. Don't think for a second that those people aren't interested in that. And I'm going to tell you why they're interested in that. Because they want to keep their job. Okay? They want to keep their job. Without question, they want to keep their job. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to learn everything they can so that they can bring business back, so that they can get a raise. They're interested in your product. I can promise you that. Okay? I can promise you that. They're interested in what you're doing and what you have, because it's going to bring more business in. So make sure the benefits, okay, fall in line with the want and or the need. Because what's going to happen is you're going to sell them on something else after you've already done it. And guess what? They're going to be so confused, they're not going to buy anything. Stay on track. And that's what the verbal bridges do. And that's what this sales process does for you. I know it seems like this sales process takes a long time, But we're only talking about a 30 to 45-minute sales presentation. You're spending that much time in there anyway. It's just how you say it and what you do and how you make it happen is the key. And this bridge, and the real benefit to you is, this is where you reach down and you touch the buyer's emotional benefit. Carrie, I want more business because I need more revenue because my daughter that's over there in that picture wants to go to college. I'm going to tell you something. You can sell to that all day long. You can reach down and touch that DBM all day long. And at this point, you want to tie everything together by letting them know with the mobile apps benefits, they will be able to realize whatever their dominant buying motive is, whatever that emotional trigger is that's going to cause them to sign on the dotted line. You're going to reach out and touch their heart in such a way that they're going to be asking you, when can I get started? When can I get started and make this happen? Let me go over an example here, okay? Jim, based on what you've told me, and provided you qualify for our mobile marketing program. Now, I know some of you are sitting there, you're already saying, and I talked about the qualifying statement several weeks ago. Let me just qualify that statement. If Jim thinks that he may or may not get this program that's going to change his business forever based on whether or not he qualifies, what do you think? Do you think that that makes your program even that more special for Jim? Because some people don't qualify for this program. Why do they not qualify? Because they're not going to do anything with it, and all they're going to be is a pain in your butt, and they're not a real customer to begin with. They're going to suck all your energy and all your air out because they're not really going to do anything you've asked them to do, nor do anything that they paid for. And guess what's going to happen when they get zero results because they didn't do or make anything happen with what you tried to teach them? What are they going to do? They're going to badmouth you and run you up and down the road, okay? They're going to drain all your energy out and blame it on you because it didn't work. I can't remember who it was, but someone called me one day and they had just gotten rid of a client. And the guy was completely bad-mouthing them and saying, hey, this doesn't work, man, blah, 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 blah. And they went in and looked at his marketing platform, and the people at the counters were doing exactly what he said. He had a list of 300 or 400 people. But he was so busy complaining and crying and whining that he didn't go out and market to those people. And now his business is shutting down. But he doesn't blame himself. You see, people that fail don't blame themselves. They blame everyone around them. You don't want customers like that. You want people that are going to qualify, okay? People that are going to qualify to do exactly what you tell them to do, and you teach them to do, and you share with them to do, and you show them what to do. You want those kind of customers because they're what I call longevity customers. People are going to continue to pay you month after month after month, and when you walk in with a new product, guess what they're going to do? They're going to write a check, and you don't even have to sell it to them. So, Jim, based on what you've told me, and provided you qualify for our mobile marketing program, you will get to build your business the way you want, because let me show you how easy it is for you to share your app with your clients through our viral feature, and the mobile app can be accessed by any smartphone. And you know that the smartphone technology is the fastest growing market in the world, which means to you that you will have the opportunity to start growing your business from day one, getting your marketing plan in place. After we get your mobile app activated, you can access your marketing platform right from your phone, and you will receive hands-on training to get your business to the next level. Jim, it won't stop there. We will teach you how to add loyalty rewards, mobile coupons, reputation management, and teach you how to get your app viral. And the real benefit to you is that you will see your business start to grow, the revenue increase that you are looking for, so you can expand your business and really be proud of what you can do for your family. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't know how long it took me to say that, and I can roll that off of my tongue just as fast reading it or not reading it, because that's exactly how I talk when I do sales. I hit on every single thing there was to hit on. You'll notice that in the examples, the sales rep showed the prospect the app. How many of you take in a bunch of papers and all that crap and slideshows and all that unnecessary stuff that boggles up a sale? How many of you take that stuff in? And nobody's going to say yes, but if you do, leave it at the house. Don't take it in with you. All you are doing is creating question of whether or not they even need an app. They're already advertising in the newspaper, so they know what paper looks like. They're already doing coupons through coupon books, so they know what that. Show them the mobile app. Leave all the other crap at home. You don't need it. If you're walking in with slide presentations and paper presentations to sell a mobile app and you're not selling anything, stop doing that today. Don't take another booklet in. Don't take none of that stuff in, okay? Don't take it in. Verbally show them and share with them how you're going to show them how to market that product through the marketing platform. So the app, okay, which is extremely important. Believe it or not, some people go in and sell, and I know they do this because I talk to them, and they walk in with a booklet showing them what an app looks like. I can tell you right now, you're not going to close a deal if you're showing them in a booklet what an app looks like. They can do that on their own, okay? Show them how easy it is to access. If you're not showing them how easy that app is to access, how they can point and click right on their phone and open that app up and do what they need to do, then you're wasting your time because they don't even know what you're there for, okay? And I showed them how easy it was to access the viral messaging system. And guess what you can do at that very moment? You can show them exactly how that works and have them send their app out to their entire phone book, okay? And also the marketing platform. How many of you show the marketing platform on the phone? How many of you go to onetap.mobi and have them sign into their marketing platform, or you sign into your marketing platform where I know you have texting already on your app, and you show them exactly how to use the marketing platform right from their phone so that they can control their business from wherever they're at? How many of you do that? How many of you go in, or do you take a laptop computer in and you sit there and show them how to run the marketing platform? Why would you do that? They're purchasing a mobile app so that they can be mobile friendly, so that they can do everything from their mobile phone and sit there and run their business from their mobile phone. There is zero reason, that you need a laptop computer with you. None. Unless you're going to sit there and build the app. Now, you may sit there in their business and build the app, you know? I mean, don't do that. Show them from the app what to do from an app. Show them how to run it. Show them how to build, to manage it. Show them how to run the marketing platform. Show them all that. That's evidence. A piece of paper is not evidence. A piece of paper is simply something for them to read when they have nothing else to do. Evidence is factual. Evidence is the tools that you have. The credibility to your words when you feel the need to be more convincing. Credibility is the key to life. If you're not credible when you're going into sell, and they think you're just in there, selling a boatload of crap, all right, and you're already on the credibility fine line anyway, it's going to be hard to close that deal. They want to see credible evidence, okay, and they want to see it right in front of their face. How are you going to show them what a mobile app does on a laptop computer? You're not, okay? Evidence can be used anytime, but is especially effective toward the end of the conviction step of the sale. Visual evidence is especially effective. Visual evidence is especially effective. Visual evidence is especially effective. So if you're not going in and showing them visually that mobile app, okay, and I know I've been saying this for the last 15 slides, but if you're not going in there and showing them visually your mobile app, and especially for all the new folks that are on, get rid of all the other stuff that you think you have to have and open up your phone and show them visually what that app can do. I don't care if you're showing them the $49 business card that I'm going to teach you how to build next week, okay? Or you're showing them a $300 business card that's going to cost them $99 a month. It doesn't really matter. Show them visually, okay, because that is the most effective. I keep losing my mouse. I'm on a different computer today. The saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, is proven in sales. I'm going to tell you, when it comes to mobile apps, and I'm speaking to you because I've done this. I had my salespeople walk in with flyers. Okay? I had them doing that. And you know what happened? My sales decreased. Because I thought if I would leave that flyer on their counter, they would pick up the phone and call me. But it didn't work. They do the same thing with that piece of paper that they do with business cards. They throw it in the trash. It didn't work, you know? And then I started let them walk in with business plans and all this other stuff, and it didn't work. And I went back to the basics of what Carrie always knew and Carrie always said, and that was walk in with the stinking phone in your hand and say, hey, do you have a business card? Let me show you mine. How would you like to have one of these? And then if they're interested, they're interested. If they're not, find out what their want, need, and DBM is. Okay, you walked in with a trial close. We always are what? Always. I posted this in the Facebook the other day. Always be closing. Start the conversation off with a trial close. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Carrie Miller with Get Digi. What's Get Digi? Get Digi, we create mobile business cards. Do you have a business card, Jim? Absolutely, I do. What do most people do with those business cards, Jim? They throw them in the trash just like this. That's what they do with them, Jim. Jim, let me show you my business card and share this business card with you. What's your cell phone number, if you don't mind? I'm going to shoot it over to your phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Click a button. He gets it on his phone. Jim, would you like to have one of those? Well, I'm not really sure. Jim, can I ask you a question? How's business? It's not doing very well right now, Carrie. Jim, can I ask you another question? What is it you want for your business? Man, I'd really like to have more customers. Jim, what do you feel you need? Carrie, I really don't have a marketing plan. And I know businesses around me that are thriving right now because they've got a marketing plan. And I really need help with that. Jim, if you have more business and I can help you create that marketing plan, how's that going to make you feel? You know what, Carrie? It'll make me feel like King Kong, because if I don't do something soon, my business is going to close down. Jim, I can understand how you feel. Others have felt the same way, especially businesses in this area, because for some reason this area is kind of depressed. And I'm helping people in this area bring business back to make it thrive again in your neighborhood. Did you see how easy that was? I opened up with a trial close. He was kind of confused on what I had. Some people will say yes right off the bat. You don't even got to sell them. Okay? And we're going to talk about that in a couple of weeks on buying signals. But some people don't even need that. Some people don't need a long sales. They see it and they want it. Hell, you don't got to sell them on anything. So don't unsell them, as I used to tell my guys. If they're ready to buy, go ahead and write the contract. Okay? If they're ready to buy, go ahead and write the contract. But a picture is worth 1,000 words, and that app, showing them that app, is worth $300 or $400, and $50 to $100 a month, not including all the other upsells. Okay, there are 4 types of evidence that are represented by the acronym STAR. Okay, Don't forget this word, star. First, always remember, everybody listening to me tonight, everybody that will listen to this replay, everybody that hears the words from my mouth, in my mind, you're all stars. Okay? You reached for the moon and you grabbed it and you launched yourself to be a star. Don't ever let anybody tell you any difference. First off, stories. Okay? The S stands for stories. A story type example about yourself or another prospect. I love telling my story of why I got into mobile app business, and many of you know it. I owned a roofing company. I was looking for a way to expand my roofing company. I bought a mobile app. I took my roofing company to about $250,000 to $1.9 million the next year because of my mobile app, okay, and the marketing platform. Stories are very, very, very effective. If you've already got businesses in the area that you're working with, okay, and they will know who they are when you mention their name, tell their story. Tell their story. But stories are very effective. If you can relate one about someone from the prospect's own area, it's even going to be more powerful. I can tell people my story all day long, but they don't know who I am. But they know John down the street that owns the tire shop, or they know Sandy around the corner that owns the beauty shop. Okay? So stories are important. Excuse me. Stories are important. The T stands for testimonials. Many of you have verbal testimonials. I recommend that you ask your clients to write you a testimonial. What I really recommend you doing is, if you will and you would, why don't you just set up a form for testimonials on your personal business app, okay? And ask them when they're not busy to go in and type you a testimonial. Put you a link on your app that says testimonials and ask your clients to type you a testimonial. Something verbal or written, a proof of your benefit. A letter from a current client and an explanation of how you use the mobile app to launch their business. It's very important. And I'm going to tell you the flip side of that. If you've got people that failed using the app, know why they failed. That's why you really need to use Google Analytics to the T, okay? So that when you show someone, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but when you show someone why someone didn't do well, or that they heard that you sold them an app and they didn't do well, you've got the proof of why they didn't do well, because they didn't send anyone to the app. They didn't do anything they were taught. But testimonials are very, very powerful. The A stands for an analogy. An analogy is a comparison. A good example of an analogy, because they understand this, is to compare media advertising to the mobile app. They understand that they advertised in the local newspaper, and that newspaper reached out to 7,500 homes, and their ad was at hope to be seen by 7,500 people. So that's a good comparison. They understand that. But then what you can do is you can expound on the mobile app of how they can reach thousands and thousands and thousands of more people with a viral app share feature. Another might be to compare a Google Analytics chart of a successful client. This is what I was talking about a while ago. A successful client and one that did not follow the plan, who wasn't successful. You know, that's a very powerful thing to do, is to show him John's business, who was extremely successful. And everybody knows he did it through that mobile app. And then show him Jim's business, who shut down. And say, you know what, Jim, Sam down the street there, he had our mobile app program. And I tried to show him just like I showed you. And you know what, Jim? Unfortunately, he didn't qualify, but I wanted to help him so bad that I could see he was in a downward spiral. But, you know, I know why now. He couldn't follow a plan. He didn't know which direction he was going. So use all the analogies, good and bad, to build your case. And the value of benefits with that, with what a prospect's business is now doing compared to before. The idea is to compare your evidence with something the prospect can relate to. Extremely important. if they don't understand it or relate to it, if you went and built a smoke shop, okay, and you've built 20 smoke shops and you got out of the 20, 15 are using the app and doing very well, and he owns a smoke shop, do you not think showing him the other smoke shops app is great evidence and talking about it and sharing what they do and what they've done? Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. And you need to do that. You need to do that. Very, very important. And the R stands for reference aids. Okay. A multitude of reference aids can provide additional proof during your unit of conviction. Supporting materials are especially effective when explaining benefits. This is when you break out an article, and I'm not, when I say break out, I don't mean break out a piece of paper. It drives me crazy. I mean break out the article and make sure you've got a link on your phone, okay, that you can show them where Google says everybody needs to be mobile. You can show them where Bing just came out and said everybody needs to be mobile. You can show them where Coupons is the hottest mobile product on the market right now. You can show them how powerful texting is. There are a ton of articles that go through the Facebook group that are very useful in helping you close deals. And I don't mean go home and print them out. I mean share them with him, send them to his phone, text them over to him so that he knows that those articles are real. Trust me, when it comes from CNN.com and FoxNews.com and Entrepreneur.com and MobileMarketingOnline.com, those have powerful meaning. They're third-party credible evidence that you can share with that person. Supporting materials is especially effective when explaining benefits. When you're talking about the marketing platform and you can show them how powerful Facebook marketing is and Twitter marketing and email marketing and text message marketing, when you can show them that someone opens a text message in 90 seconds and someone opens an email in 90 minutes, and the number of people that are sharing and posting on Facebook and Twitter, that's extremely powerful evidence when explaining to him the power of the marketing platform. Or when you're trying to upsell him on the texting plan. Or you want to make sure that he buys and purchases coupons from you at $45 a week. It's extremely, extremely important, okay? And this sales process isn't long. And I know I spend an hour on it and I embellish on it, but it's not that long at all. I'm going to go through in a couple of weeks a complete sale. That will be our last deal. It's going to be 2 or 3 weeks from now, okay? The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sell you an app, and you're going to say, wow, all that stuff you taught took you about 15 to 20 minutes to say. But it's a process that you have to go through and that you have to understand. You have to. You have to. If you don't, and you fail, you have to ask yourself this: did I do everything in my power to get where I needed to go? Did I have the want to make it happen? Now, I put next week. This is actually going to be the week after next. Next week, we're going to start and do something special. I want to teach you how to build a black and white simple business card that you can go out and sell for about $49 or $59 and get your client base going. Okay. And for those of you that want to add this to your toolbox that are already selling business cards to the clients who don't have $200 setup fee and $45 a month or $50 a month or $300 for the 2.0 app, this is going to be a great tool to close those clients and get them in an app at a very affordable cost. And let me tell you why you can do it affordably. And I make no bones about this. My rate is $250 an hour. That's what I charge. If I do something for somebody, it's going to cost them $250 an hour. Okay. Bar none. I don't question it. I don't blink on it. If somebody calls me on the phone and says, can you do this for me? Yep, I can. It's $250. Or if I know it's going to take me 2 hours, it's going to be $500. I don't sway from that. Okay. I don't. And the reason I don't is because I know what my time is worth. And it's actually worth more than that. So I gave everybody a discount. But you need to make sure that you've got every tool in your toolbox that you can close someone with. So the simple black and white business card, we can knock out of there in about 5 minutes. Okay. Literally about 5 minutes. Throw it up, throw it out. And now what have we done? We've brought that customer into the fold. So we're going to do that next week. Okay. For all of you that will send me nasty emails because I'm going to break on the sales training, go ahead and send them. I'm tough skinned. I kid them every week that I don't do the sales training like I'm doing, but I want to start breaking it up now because we're trying to kind of get to the end, and you've gone through the sales process. We're just going to start talking about closing signals and stuff like that. But we're going to start really getting into different ways for you to sell this product and make money. That's what's important. And always remember, the hardest door to open is the car door. If you don't want to, you never will. I've got an old saying, some will, some won't, so what next? There are those that are driving up and down the road looking for it, and I'm sitting here and I've got it. Any questions before we close? Any questions at all? I'll give it about a minute here. I hope everybody was able to check out the Facebook live training tonight. That was pretty awesome. It was live in Facebook, Google Hangouts, live in Facebook. What a great way to get business, huh? Go ahead and post a link for Google Hangouts in your page. And just sit there and do an hour show. You're going to be amazed. People are going to look at that and they're going to say, wow. And then you're going to start building credibility. Any questions at all before we close up? The replay will be up in about 2 seconds. Actually, if you will stay on this channel, as soon as I close it out, the replay starts up. So the replay is immediate because it's a Google Hangout. And so just when this ends, it'll be ready to go. Thanks, Roger, my man. It's good to see you, buddy. Hey, sorry, my phone died a while ago. I stay on it so much. Any more questions? Any more questions? I'll give it one more minute here, one more second or so. It's always great to come to everybody, man. I really, really enjoy training. I mean, this is the funnest night I have of my life is Wednesday nights. I just can't imagine doing anything else on Wednesday nights. I thoroughly look forward to it. I love being with you guys. And whoever asks about training, also because the link is live in Facebook, it's going to be live in Facebook here in just a couple of seconds. Anybody else? Is that my car? That's my car. In my dreams. I wish it was my car. I do want that. I do want that car. That's the car of my dreams, right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. It is a pleasure to come to you. It's a pleasure to come to training. And I want you to know I appreciate each and every one of you each and every week. I will see you in the Facebook group. Training will be live in Facebook in about 30 seconds as soon as I turn this off. So if you want to watch the replay, stay on this channel right here and or go to Facebook and you can watch it there. Good night. God bless. And I will see you in the Facebook group.